Good morning, everybody. This is Jigar lecturer in computer science, JVR College, Sottapalli. Today's topic is advantage of DBMS. In the previous class, we seen the introduction of the DBMS, application of DBMS, and disadvantage of the file processing system. Here, disadvantage of the file processing system. In the disadvantages of the file processing system, we seen the redundancy of the data, inconsistency of the data security problem, isolation problem. These are the data sharing problem. These are the disadvantages of the file processing system. These disadvantages of the file processing system, the DBMS database management system overcomes these problems and the data accessing, storing, retrieving, and the disadvantages of the file processing system issues are rectified in this DBMS database management system. In this advantages of the file processing system, advantages of the DBMS database management system. The first one is no redundant data. First of all, what is the redundancy? In DBMS, redundancy means to reduce the duplication of the data. How to reduce the duplicate the data? If the data is in both places or both tables in the two places, the common data to be minimized by using normalization. No data duplication by using the normalization. It saves the storage and improve the access time. Whenever the data is not in a duplicate, the accessing speed is very high or improves the accessing speed. Here, no redundant data means by using the normalization, it is the process. Normalization is the process to reduce the redundancy. In the next classes, we see the normalization. In this normalization, we have a first normalization, second normalization, third normalization, and BCNF, boycott normal form, and fourth normal form, fifth normal form. Before going to learn these normal forms, we have to learn the dependencies. Then only normalization process is completed. Here normalization process is process in a table. The redundancy is reduced. The redundancy is reduced. When the redundancy is reduced, automatically the storage space is or duplicate data is reduced. The storage space is not wasted and improves the access automatically. Second one is data consistency and integrity. We discussed earlier the root causes of the data consistency is data redundancy. Since the normalization takes care of the data redundancy, data inconsistency also been taken care of as part of it. As early the root cause of the data inconsistency in data redundancy, since data normalization takes care of the data redundancy. Whenever the redundancy is reduced, automatically the data consistency is opened. Data integrity is the policy of it is a rule to apply in a database. Data security, it is earlier to apply access constraints in database system, so that only authorized user can able to access the data. Each user has to different set of access, thus data is secure from the issues such as identify theft, data leaks and misuse of data. Here data security is the very important, because by the value of the data is not measuring. In a database management is security data, fully secure data, because in a bank a customer have a access to customer have a chance to access the data, and bank employee also have the chance to access the data. That is, the data is account, bank account. The cashier also access the data. The manager also access the same data. The data means customer account. But a customer have a privileges to access their own account for a limited accessing. At the same time, the bank clerk and cashier and manager have the restrictions or constraints or privileges to their extent. So here every transaction, who does the transaction, the tracking of the transaction is to be recorded, who access the data and who leaks the data or misuse the data. So this is data security is very important to the database management system. Privacy. Next one is privacy. Limited access means privacy of data. Privacy means it is limited access privacy to their own accounts. Easy access to data. Next one is easy to access to the data. Database system manages the data in such a way so that the data is easily accessible with fast response time. It is easy access data. The database system manages data in such a way so that the data is easily accessible with fast response time. Easy recovery. Since database system keeps the backup of data, it is easy to do a full recovery of data in case of failure. If a database system suppose for example in a bank, every second a transaction is going on, every millisecond the transaction is going on, the total transactions are to be backed in a different database or CD or any other disk. If a database fails or any accidents can occur to the database like earthquakes or floods, then the recovery is possible here. Flexible. Database systems are more flexible than the file processing system because database system is easy to access data. Then these are all the advantages of the DBMS. First one is no redundant data, means here we have a normalization to each and every data table should be normalized in this DBMS. Then the duplicates automatically reduced. Whenever the duplicate is reduced, the data consistency is possible. And the data security is each and every person have its own privileges to access the data. Then it is identified to theft or misuse the data by tracking the own IDs. Privacy. Privacy means you have a privacy to access your own data without any misuse or theft. Easy access to data. It is easy to access the data. It is within the faster time. Easy recovery. If your data is lost by different reasons, the recovery is possible by taking the backup. Database systems are more flexible than the file processing system. Next one, disadvantage of the DBMS. DBMS implementation cost is high compared to the file system. Complexity. Database systems are complex to understand. Here, first one, DBMS implementation cost is high compared to the file system. File system is less configuration system. Software is very low cost. Here, software is costly. At the same time, you have to upgrade the system by new configuration. Database systems are complex to understand. The database is little bit complex compared to the file processing system, because by the advanced features and securities are very high. Performance. Database systems are generic, making them suitable for various applications. However, the feature affect their performance for some application. Here it is used for maximum application. In future, the most of the application can be accessed. The affect their performance for some applications. It is one of the disadvantages of the DBMS. Next one is the 3-level architecture. DBMS 3-level architecture. Here, in this previous tutorial, we have seen the DBMS architecture, 1 tier, 2 tier and 3 tier. In this guide, discuss the 3-level DBMS architecture in detail. 3-level architecture. First one is external level, second one is conceptual level, third one is internal level. First one is external level, or it is called as user views. External level or user views. Second one is conceptual level. Third one is internal level or physical level. Here the architecture has 3 levels. First one, external level. It is also called as user level or user views. The reasons this level is called view is because several users can view their described data from this level, which is internally patched from database with the help of conceptual and internal mapping. The user doesn't need to know the database schema details such as data structure, table definition, table structure. User is only concerned about data which is what returned back to the view level. Often it has been fetched from database present at the internal level. On the three-level database architecture, here first one is the external level. Here we have a external level. Here we see the user view, user view 2, user view 3 and user view so on. Here number of users can accept this one. The internal work, that is schemas and fetches the database, is no need for the users. He need only storing of data, retrieving data or modifying or updating data only. The physical level and conceptual level are no need to the user, that is at the external level. The conceptual level, it is also called as the logical level. The whole design of the database, such as relationship among data, schemas of data, etc., are described in this level. The conceptual level is called as logical level also. Here, whole design of the database, such as relationship, schema of data, are described in this level. Database constraint of security are also implemented in this level or architecture. This level are maintained by database administrator. Here conceptual level or physical level, logical level are the same. Here in conceptual level, the schemas and logical relations are implemented in this level. This is maintained by the database administrator. The third one is the internal level. Here is called as it is known as the physical level. This level describes how the data is actually stored in this storage device. This level is also responsible for allocating space to the data. This is the lowest level of the architecture. Here we have three level database architecture. Here first one is the external level, second one is the conceptual level, third one is the internal level. Next we see in the database. Here the external level or user views or the number of user views are here. The user can be stored the data in the database. The conceptual level or logical level thus can be inside the schemas and other logical issues. The internal level or physical level, where the data is stored, how the data is retrieved. Then database can be stores the data in the database. Here the three level database architecture: conceptual level and internal level. The next view of data in database. Here data abstraction, instance schemas in DBMS. First one, here we see the view of data in DBMS. Abstraction is one of the main features of database management system. Hiding irrelevant details from user and providing abstract views of the database users help easy to efficient user database. The three level of database architecture can be previous the tutorial discussed. The top level of the architecture is user level. The view level provides the view of the data to the user holds. Irrelevant details such as data relationship, database schemas, constraints, security, etc. from the user. No need, these are the information or no need to the user. The fully you understand the use of data, you must have a basic knowledge of the abstraction and instant and schema. Refer these two tutorials to learn them in detail. Data abstraction and instance and schema. First one, data abstraction. Data abstraction in a DBMS. Database systems are made up of complex data structures. To easy the user interaction with database, developer hide internal irrelevant details from users. The process of hiding irrelevant details from the users is called the data abstraction. Here view 1, view 2, view 3 and logical and physical. This is the three level of data abstraction. Here database systems are made up of complex of data structure. To easy the user interaction with database, the developer hide internal and irrelevant details from user. The process of hiding irrelevant details from the user is called data abstraction. The view 1, view 2, view n, the logical level, the schemas or relationships or constraints are no need to the customer, no need to the user or user view. In this physical level, where the data is stored and retrieved, this is also no need to the user or user views. This is called data abstraction. Here we have three levels of abstraction: physical level, logical level, and user use. These are the three levels. Here, instance and schemas in DBMS. Instance and schemas in DBMS. In this guide, we will learn about the instance and schemas in DBMS. DBMS schema. Definition of schema: design of a database is called the schema. Schema is one of three types: physical schema, logical schema, and view schema. For example, in this following diagram, we have two schema for showing the relationship between three tables courses. Student and section. The diagram only shown the design of the database. It doesn't show the data present. In this table, schema is only one structure view design of a database as shown in the diagram below. Here course and student. Course ID, student ID. Course name, department. Here student name, course ID. The course and student is schema. The section, student ID, course ID. These are only the IDs can be taken. The design of a database at physical level is called physical schema. How the data stores blocks of storage is described at this level. Only physical level, how the data is stored. It is in blocks. How the data is stored in the blocks. Design of database at logical level called logical schema. Programmers and database administrator work at this level. At this level, data can be described as certain type of data records get stored in the structure. However, the internal details such as implementation of data structure is hidden at this level. It is available in the physical level. Design of database at view level is called view schema. This generally describes end user interaction with the database schema. DBMS instance. Definition of instance: the data stored in database at the particular moment of time is called instance. Here, the particular moment of time is called instance. What is the particular moment? The data stored in a database. Database schema defines the variable declaration in tables that belongs to a particular database. The value of these variables at the moment of time is called the instance of the database. For example, let's say we have a single table student in the database. Today, the table has 100 records. So, today the instance of the database has 100 records. Let's say we are going to add another 100 records in this table by tomorrow. So, the instance of database tomorrow will have 200 records in this table. In short, At the particular moment, the data stored in database is called the instance. The changes over time when we add a or delete the data from the database. Here we have a instance and schemas. Then before instance and schemas we have data abstraction. Here view in the database, data in the database, data abstraction instance of the schema. Here what is the data abstraction means? The irrelevant details from the user internally. The process of hiding irrelevant details is from the user called the data abstraction. Here we have a 3 level of data abstraction: user level, user view level, logical level and physical level. The second one is instant and schema in DBMS. In this guide, we will learn what is an instance and schema in DBMS. In DBMS schema, definition of schema: design of database is called the schema. Design of database is called the schema. Schema is the 3 type: physical schema, logical schema and user view and view schema. The design of database is called as schema. In this following diagram, we have a schema that shows the relationship between the 3 tables: course, student and section. The diagram only shows the design of database. It doesn't shows the data present in these tables. Schema is only a structural view of a database shown in the diagram. Here the design of a database physical level called physical schema. The next one, the design of the logical level is called the logical level, and the design of data at view of level is called view schema level. The generally describes end user interaction with the database system. The DBMS instance, the data stored in a database at a particular moment of a time is called instance. If a data is stored in a particular time, in any time, in a particular time, that is called an instance. If a data is stored, one instance is occurred. The database scheme defines the variable declaration in table that belongs to the particular database. The value of this variable at the moment of time is called the instance of the database. Here we have an example. Today the table has 100 records. So today the instance of the database has 100 records. Let's say we have going to add another 100 records in this table by tomorrow. So the instance of database tomorrow will have 200 records in the table. In short, at a particular moment, the data stored in database is called the instant. The changes over time when you add or delete from the database. Add or delete data from the database. Here we seen the advantages of the DBMS. These are the advantages. No redundant data, data consistency and integrity, data security, privacy, easy to access data, easy recovery, flexible. And 3 disadvantages of the DBMS. And the next one is 3-level architecture. Here we have external level, conceptual level or internal level, and then is in view of the data in the database. Here data abstraction and instance and schemas. These topics are seen in this video. Thank you.